So good. Have you guys had spiced tea before? Well, Jake and I have this really good recipe and it's so delicious. We make it every year around this time of the year when it gets colder outside and we just want a cup of something warm, and it's spiced tea. So delicious. Just look at it. There it is. It's so tasty. I'll have to share the recipe with you guys probably in the next video. Sometime next week I'll have to make it for you. It's just the bomb. So hey guys, welcome back to another Fishing Webbers video. Before we start our video, I want to thank everybody who subscribed recently to our channel. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And I want to say thank you to YourNextCast. Thank you so much for giving us a shout out yesterday. That was really cool and unexpected. And if you guys haven't checked out his channel, make sure you do so because his channel is pretty cool. He's really good at bass fishing. He has a great content. He fishes in pretty areas and he always catches really good sized fish. So definitely check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel in description down below. So for now, let's get started. So today I want to share with you how I do a setup for panfish. Basically, it will help you catch more perch, bluegills, even bass. We've got catfish with it and even crawfish. So whenever we go fishing, you know, you have those days where you just don't catch anything. You try everything you have. You try your lures, you try using bobber setup, you use like your plastics, and nothing just works. You're not getting any bite, but the fish will be jumping around you, but you just can't catch anything. So this setup will help you catch more fish, like guaranteed. We took a boat trip not too long ago with my family and we weren't catching anything, and then once I started using that setup, everybody started catching fish. With this setup, you're not only gonna catch tiny fish, I even caught big fish, like over here. Finally, I got something here. Woo! That's a big one, Jake. I need a net. Yep, we need a net. No, go. Woo! Look at the size of it. Or you're gonna even catch something like this. Plus, I got two of them at once. Look at that.
You got two fish.
So let me show you what it looks like. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but basically this is gonna be a 2-hook setup with a little weight on the bottom. I don't know if you can see this. I think I can sort of see it. So basically you have this little swivel at the end of the line, then you have 2 hooks in the middle, and at the end you'll have 1/2 ounce weight. And when you cast this in, the weight will drop in the water, and then your rod you probably want to keep your rod up high, and then your bait is going to hang on these hooks. And you can put, I usually use worms with it, but you can use, you know, worms or even something like, where did my pellets go? I'm losing everything. Or you can use any kind of different types of bait and see what will bite on it. You can probably even use your power baits or these little pellets, use marshmallows or even bread. Apparently fish likes bread for whatever reason. And so I will show you how I set this up. I'm gonna use bigger weights and bigger hooks and a bigger line so that you can see a little better on the video, okay? Because if I use these tiny lines, it's probably gonna be invisible and you're gonna think I'm making all this up. Right, I'm not. This works. So the final setup will look something like this. My line is kind of crooked because I've used it so many times. I haven't lost the setup yet. So I have a 1/2 ounce weight. The hooks I'm using are made by Eagle Claw. and it's size 6, and these are barb hooks, but you can use barbless. I do turn these hooks into barbless hooks so that I don't ruin the fish, because at times I just like to catch and release them. For this demo, I'm gonna use 6-ounce weight, 20-pound test line, and my big bass hooks. We'll see if it works. So I'm just using about 3 feet here, and once you start putting all the hooks and your weight on it, it's gonna turn to about 2 to 2.5 feet. So first, what I'm doing, I'm gonna, at the end of the line, I'm gonna make a loop. So we're gonna fold this in half like this. You wanna make sure you have enough room in here, and then you want to pretend like you making a knot. So I usually put it through the loop here about 2 times. You can do it 2 to 3 times. So you put it through, and then you want to tie it like this. It's gonna look something like this. And then we will take our weight and we're gonna attach it to the end of this loop. And just something like that. So now you have the weight at the end of your line. Now we're gonna add hooks. And normally I put one hook about right here, like closer to your weight. I'm gonna use my bass hooks so you can see it better. So then through the other end of the line, we gonna put a hook through, and I'm gonna put it closer to the weight. So right now you want to make a loop like this, and then you take your hook and you put it over your line a few times. So 1, 2, 3, and then with your fingers you keep holding the very first loop you started, and then you want to put your hook through it like that. And then you hold these 2 lines together. Then you have your little knot, and then you lick it, and then you tighten it up. And you get something like this. So you have a hook attached to the part of your line. Now we're gonna put our second hook. Oh, there it is. You don't want them to be too close to each other. So like something like this, about a little less than a foot apart. And then you do the same thing. You make a loop like that. So it looks like a little bow. Then you hold, with your 2 fingers, you hold in the middle, like this loop you made. You hold it in the middle there. And then you wrap your hook. 1, 2, 3. So you make something like this, and you have your loop right there, and then you put hook through there, make a knot. So you got your 2 hooks on here like that. So you gotta wait 2 hooks, and at the end of the line you'll just put a swivel on. And I don't have a swivel with me because I'm so prepared for this. Basically I just use a polymer knot to tie a swivel on, pretending where there's a swivel. Or you can do another loop too. You don't have to put a swivel on. You can just make another loop again, and then you put it on your Then you'll have like a swivel on your rod, well, a swivel clamp, and just attach it to it, just like that. Bam! And this is your final product. It will look something like that. Well, I hope this was helpful, and I wish you guys to catch more fish. This setup can be used for anybody, even for the kids. You know, it's really easy. You don't have to deal with the bobber, and at times when I use bobber and just the hook and the weight, and it all gets tangled up and I can't cast far. Oh, and this will cast far out. Oh, love this setup. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit that bell, give us thumbs up, leave us comments, because I love reading all of your comments. I love responding to them. You guys are so awesome. You're so much fun to talk to. And yeah, we'll see you in our next video. Bye.